Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the one and only Mark Spencer. I'm back once again, and I got a few opinions to get across my mind, get across the world. Well, folks, this is another view from me from the NHL Review News Flash for January 4th. It's a late edition, 11:30 at night. And I can give my opinion on the hometown team, the Vancouver Canucks. They are the best team in the league. Well, Detroit actually won tonight, so I think they're tied right now with Detroit. But, man, they have done an amazing job this year. They've done it shorthanded. They've had a lot of injuries this year, and they've managed to play. They're not even at their potential. There's talk of this team winning the Stanley Cup in 2011. And, the fans in my neck of the woods are going absolutely crazy. You don't see it right now, the atmosphere. You listen to the radio stations, you listen to the TV. The hype's not there right now. But they're all taken into grace. You only prove yourself come playoff time. But I got to admit, the Vancouver Canucks have really surprised me, everybody. There's no doubt in my mind. I've seen a lot of games over the years. And they've proven to me, they've proven to themselves, they can win. Alain Vigneault has really turned around a team that was kind of turbulent last year after losing to the Chicago Blackhawks in 6 games. Or actually, was it 7 games or 6 games? I guess it was 7 games in Chicago. And it was rough. They took it hard. Every year they get beat by the Chicago Blackhawks. It's a rivalry now, and go back to the old days of them and Calgary Flames in 2003, 2004, the rivalry there in Minnesota. And I remember that team. You had the West Coast Express and Martin Gelinas and great legends like that have played in these classic series. But I got to admit, the Vancouver Canucks have really stuck with it this year, man. Daniel Sedin has had an amazing year. How about Ryan Kesler? This guy has stepped his game up. Got almost 15 goals. He has 14 goals right now. He has about, 20 assists. He's having a monster year. It's not every year you have a career year. And don't forget, last year he had a career year. So did Mason Raymond. Mason Raymond's not having a good year this year. He's been injured. He's been banged up quite a bit. So has Adler. So has a few of the other players. And he's played awesome. And I got to give some cheers to the fourth liners. Tanner Glass. He's playing amazing right now. Jeff Tambellini. Wow. The son of Steve Tambellini. He's come into Vancouver. The former Islander is coming in, and he's scoring a huge goal after a huge goal after a huge goal. It's amazing. I think they sent him to the minors, and he's really found his game. It's in the NHL, it's all about chemistry. It's all about making those little signings that's going to make a difference in the league. And Vancouver is showing it. They really have. I can't say the same for Calgary. They have made some movement. Well, I can talk about Calgary for a little bit here, folks. And, Daryl Sutter stepping down. Looks like he got fired. The changes aren't going to stop there. Tonight I just checked out some rumors that I got some I got some juicy stuff cooking with the Flames. I think the Calgary Flames are on the verge of a blockbuster, but it's not going to happen now. As we get closer to February, late February, gets closer to March, the trade deadline, the rumors on Drew McGinley won't end. There's rumors of Robin Regeer, Jay Bouwmeester. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I heard a rumor that the Devils were in on Jay Bouwmeester, and they're still in on Jay Bouwmeester. I don't know who will go the other way, but I still hear that they're in on Bouwmeester. Like a heart attack. And don't forget, they lost tonight against the Minnesota Wild, 2-1. They keep losing even though they fired their coach, John McClain, and they brought back Jacques Lemaire. So, the defensive coach, one of the greatest coaches ever, created the trap. Boring game. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. Is it a good hiring? Maybe. I don't know, man. Kovalchuk with New Jersey Devils, I think that's one of the worst signings in NHL history. It even can go up there with the Alexei Yashin deal. Y'all remember that? Back in 2001 when he signed with actually he got traded from Ottawa to the Islanders on like a big blockbuster deal. Jason Spezza was part of that deal too. It was in the draft actually. I can remember it now. I watched that draft on TSN. How could I forget? Heck, I was only, how old was I? 2001. I was 19 years old. I was still in college. So, not in college now, but now I'm working and stuff. So, but I gotta tell you folks, a lot of things have changed over the years, and you look at the Northwest Division. Minnesota, they're struggling this year. Calgary struggling. Edmonton struggling, but they got some young pieces there. And Taylor Hall, Jordan Eberle. You got Pierre Svensson. PRV Spence, I can't pronounce his name, but PRV. I mean, he's Magnus PRV. I mean, this guy's good. I mean, they got a lot of good pieces. Shane Horkoff. Nikolai Habibulin. I mean, he hasn't played up to the Habibulin standards nowadays, well, folks, but when he's on his game, watch out. And I think he could be a trade commodity come trade deadline. Recently, Dwayne Rollison just got moved from the Islanders for a minor leaguer to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And actually, he played tonight. I saw like 2 minutes of the game. I saw some highlights. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good move for Tampa Bay. They actually won 1-0 over the Washington Capitals, and the Capitals have been on fire. I just recently saw them beat Pittsburgh at the Winter Classic, and I felt that was an awesome game. Even though they got some rain on the Winter Classic, I felt they did pretty good. I mean, the last few years I've watched the Winter Classic, the one in Fenway, and then the one recently at Heiez Field was awesome. They say NBC broke records with their TV ratings. They did 4.3 million people, so it's pretty damn good in the United States. Sorry for my language, but I gotta admit, that's some sweet stuff. I mean, hockey is starting to get popular again, and I've been hearing they're in negotiations to get a TV deal done, so I don't know if it will be with NBC, but I know they're going to get a deal with Versus. There's some rumors it's Turner. It makes no sense, but Turner looks like they're going to probably get the deal with NHL, so we'll see what happens there. They're still in negotiations. NBC, if they're going to pay up, they'll get back to NHL on NBC. So if they don't want to pay, it's going to go to Turner. So that's the rumor. And any other news? Not too much news right now. Watch for Vancouver. They're probably going to have to make a deal soon. Salo is probably a week away from coming back, so watch for Bieksa. I'm here in Montreal. They want either Salo or Bieksa, and I think it's a package of prospects, very blue-chip prospects in their farm system, and maybe some players off their core team. Montreal has made a few trades recently. They traded off Maxime Laperriere for James Wisniewski from I think what team was it? It was San Jose, or I think it was Boston. So I mean, they've been making some moves of late. So, well, actually, Carolina. It was Carolina. So I'm so bad at this trade rumor business. I'm horrible, folks. I mean, I guess I gotta do these episodes more often because sometimes I screw up on these things and I'm bad. Okay, I'm bad. So, what else I gotta say? The league is getting good. I mean, the All-Star break's coming soon. We're at the midway point, coming close to in the NHL, and NHL's growing. I mean, it's a tough year for everyone across the world, especially in America. In Canada, it's pretty hard times on every team in the NHL. You can see it in some of those markets. You see empty seats, but they're starting to fill them up. I know the Islanders were struggling for a bit there. Now they're starting to get fans out to some of the games. At the beginning of the year, they weren't getting nobody, and now they're starting to get people. Same thing in Florida. The team's winning games, and they're starting to get some fans into the seats. So, I mean, you look at the situation on every team in the NHL, it's not good, but, you just got to be positive. Look at Phoenix. They got new ownership finally. And I mean, the city of Phoenix gave them an unbelievable sweetheart deal with the arena lease, and they're going to get more revenue. Like, it's just insane. So it's good for Phoenix. They're going to stay in Phoenix, and I would have loved to see the Winnipeg Jets come back, but it's not going to come back anytime soon. The Thrasher situation, it looks like the ownership situation has been resolved. We're doing some research on that, and it's a done deal. So if the team ever does get sold, it could get sold within the next 2 years. I hear a group out of Winnipeg are looking to buy a team, so we'll see what happens. And there's even the group out of LA that's still interested in putting a team in Kansas City. That's no secret, and it could be the Islanders. They're still looking to get an arena in Long Island, but I still think that Lighthouse deal might go through. I think the people of New York State will probably vote for some money to build another arena in New York State. So we'll see what happens, folks. Thanks for watching. This is Mark Spencer for the NHL Review, NHL Newsflash for January 4th, 2011. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.